All right, welcome to the highlights of the second T20 international between Pakistan women and Australia women from the Kanrara Academy Oval in Kuala Lumpur. What a lovely day it was, rather evening, and was the first game of this series, which was under lights. Quite excited. Whoever wins this particular match will win the series. Earlier, before the start of the game, Marina had an important chat with Sana Mir, who became the ODI #1 bowler. And for Pakistan, it was a huge achievement. So let's join that all-important interview.
I have with me Sana Mir from Pakistan team. Sana, huge landmark achieved by becoming #1 ODI bowler. Just talk through us.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, it has been quite surprising in the sense that when you start playing cricket, you don't look that far ahead, and it's been a very long journey. For Pakistan cricket, you have to do the long yards to reach such a landmark. So definitely, it's I would say that Alhamdulillah that it has been God has been very kind to me, and the coaching staff, Marcos in particular, he helped me a lot through this time, and the whole team. I think they were very supportive throughout with their fielding. The kind of plans I had, I was able to use the new ball for the last 1 year in the one days also. So I think it helped me a lot.
So tell us that you have some brilliant spinners as well in the team. What is the main point that makes you stand out of it?
I think at the moment I'm at that point of my career where I've learned to take wickets, because nowadays wickets are quite flat. So you need to learn the art to take wickets also. So that is something that that has helped me. But otherwise, it's the thinking also, because cricket is a mental game. 90% of it is mental. So I've been working a lot on the mental side of the game. I've tried really hard to make myself adapt to different conditions better. So I think the mental work and the inner work that I've done off the field, that has helped me a lot as well.
What impact do you think this achievement will make on women's cricket in Pakistan?
I hope that I can inspire more girls to take up cricket, #1, and to most importantly make themselves believe that if you're coming from Pakistan or any other Asian country, you can also be at the top of the world, and you can achieve this through your skill and whatever capabilities that God has given you. Because sometimes coming from the South Asian or the Asian part of the world, sometimes people say that the Western girls are too strength-wise they are far ahead, or genetically they are strong. But it's very important for us to understand that Julian Goswami before me was #1 for India, and now from Pakistan I'm the first one. So I think it's very important for the girls in this region to understand and believe in themselves, that if they work hard and if they believe in themselves, nothing is unachievable.
With T20 starting, aiming for that spot in T20 as well?
At the moment, Anam and Nida are far ahead of me in the ranking, so I'm hoping that they can obviously retain in the top 3, because Anam is in the top 3 and Nida in the top 10. So for me, I think cricket is a funny game. It brings you down, it makes you humble. So every day is a new day, and through my bowling, I would love to take wickets and contribute for the team. Ranking is something that's a bonus. So if I can contribute and give breakthroughs to the team, that's enough for me.
All the best for the match today, and good luck for future.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Huge achievement for Sana Mir individually, and of course for Pakistan also a huge achievement. She becoming the #1 bowler for the ODI women's ranking. Now, time for the all-important toss, and it was imperative. Whoever wins decides according to what the weather was like.
Head. Head is the ball. And again, it's a head. It's a head. So you have a ball. You will ball first? Okay.
It was Australia who decided that they will go out there and try out Pakistan with their bat. Now, Pakistan making 3 changes, bringing in all-important Bisma Maroof into the side. She's their regular captain, but today she wasn't leading the side. And they got Diana back, so some medium pace to work on with, along with Natalia Purves. Australia unmoved and unchanged because they want to go on with the winning streak. Joining the action as Pakistan was put into bat, Pakistan again was pretty much looking to score of every opportunity provided to them. And in that process, they got some good hits going as well. Amazing outfield this, that the boundaries were coming in just with gentle pushes. If the timing was right, then Pakistan were on their way. And this was the moment when Javeria was getting another very good start. Then this was again a brain phase, and it was Nahida who lost her wicket trying to play something slog. And Pakistan continued with their partnership between Javeria and Umaima. They looked good. They were getting those boundaries, especially Umaima. She was playing all over the park, very straight. And this is her skill, actually. She never misses out on anything that's loose. Low full toss, she plays a square of the wicket. At this time, Pakistan was looking very, very good and very strong because they were playing at will. This was Javeria's favorite shot, inside out, playing over the cover. That's the moment when they started losing wickets after that boundary, which is down the leg side, and she capitalized on that. Javeria again falling prey to playing away from the body, trying to play it in cover point area, and caught once again getting a start, not capitalizing. Then all important big wicket of Bisma, trying to sweep the very first ball she faced. This is when Pakistan started losing wickets in pairs, but Umaima was continuing with what she does so well, and that was hitting the ball cleanly all around the park. But then look at that. Dar dragged one from outside the off stump into her stumps and put Pakistan in more problems and more. Again, this is again beaten in flight. Again, expected more out of Alia. This is the moment when Pakistan started losing wickets in dominoes. They were getting those boundaries going, but not enough. Every time we looked having the partnership going, the wicket would fall and put more and more pressure on the Pakistani batting. They looked like they were never going to cross the 100-run mark, but then a few hits in the end, a few edges got them to score 100 plus runs, which was just 101. That was Sana Mir, which got right in front of the stumps in the back foot, and Shoot and all the other bowlers have been so good. Trying to clear the offside field, only falling short into the hands of Alani at mid-off. So apart from a few boundaries, Pakistan was just struggling and losing wickets at regular intervals. This was the final wicket, trying to paddle sweep one, or rather scoop one, and straight into the hands of short fine leg. Pakistan ended up with just 101 runs all out, played 19.5 overs, and this is what their batting card looked like. Just 27 and 43 the scores to talk about, but important thing, they got the start, they didn't capitalize on it. The rest of them didn't even get into double figures. Pakistan didn't bat for 20 overs, 101 for 1. Well, reply, easy pickings for Australia because they were not pressurized by a big total, but they still lost the wicket right up of Healy. Otherwise, probably the match would have finished much earlier. Then some wayward bowling. Every time Pakistan looked to capitalize by getting a wicket, they would gift away a few runs that will allow them. Australia so good square of the wicket, especially on the offside, that anything with slight width and they will go. Sana Mir, any time that she provided them a low full toss, Australia was right up to the challenge, dispatching that for a maximum or a boundary. Too many gifts given away, as you can see. There were low full tosses, then there were moments like these where ball full into the leg stump and you will be rewarded, and that was Anam getting a cotton bowl and dismissing Australia's second wicket. Boundaries always came when you gave them width outside the off stump, and that's a clear example of that. They were so strong, cutting the ball behind the 45 on the offside. Lots of runs scored in that particular region by the Australian batters, and there were boundary after boundary. Every time you see slight width, this time pulled from outside the off stump onto the onside. But then some wickets did come Pakistan's way. This was, again, I would say probably not required by Australia batters, but they went on to try something different and lost their wicket. This, again, proves the point that you bowl full on the leg stump. They are not very comfortable with that, but offside, no question about it, and it's just like an action replay of one shot after another. Low full toss again by Sana Mir and dispatch the longest side of the ground, now the cow corner area for a 6, and this was the last one. Full toss again and played, helped all the way to win this match comfortably by 6 wickets, and also winning the series 2 games to 0 with one more game to go after this. Have a look at the Australian batting here. They lost 2 wickets up front, Healy and Gardner cheaply, but then Mooney made sure that she continues run a ball 29. Later on, Lanning couldn't quite get the 14 on plus runs for herself, but Villani and Perry made sure that they finish it. Pakistan, well, spinners getting the wickets. Sana got one earlier on. Anameen with that cotton ball, and Alia and Dar were also gifted for their persistent good line. Otherwise, nothing big to talk about over there because bowlers didn't have enough runs to defend. Bowlers from, well, look at the match summary here. Pakistan 101 being asked to put into bat first. Couldn't bat the 20 overs with one ball short, but Umema, someone to look out for, 43 of 38. From Australia's side, as I said before, wasn't much scoreboard pressure. 104 for 4 with Mooney 29, Villani not out 24. Australia comfortably winning this one by 6 wickets and also the series to their name. In the end, the player of the match was given to Georgia Wareham for a brilliant bowling. She was at one time on a hat-trick. Well, she couldn't get to that, but then she was the player who put Pakistan into problems by getting those 2 top-order wickets and winning the player of the match.